Today I'm going to be working on a 2006 Toyota Sienna XLE. And the problem that it has, recently we noticed that when we would change the temperature on our air conditioning and on our heater, it wasn't changing the actual temperature. It would just stay kind of in the same range. And so I've checked the antifreeze and it's not the problem. We have plenty of antifreeze and we have plenty of flow. I started messing around with the diverter controls underneath the dash. Found that the one on this side and the one on this side, right underneath, right next to the center console area, was not moving. I unattached the little servos from the actual blend door arms, and they wouldn't respond when I would change the temperature. So it's either those little servos are bad on each side, or the actual controller here is not sending the signal. Got the driver's side one from Toyota. I couldn't find any like aftermarket matches that I thought would work. So I got the driver's side. I'm gonna go be putting it in today and see if that solves the problem, at least for the driver's side. If it works, then I'm gonna be replacing the passenger side. Just for reference, this is this Toyota part number. And so we're gonna go to work and see what happens here. So this is on the driver's side, and that little white arm is what the servo motor moves to change how much warm air or cold air is coming into your vehicle. What I did, just for the temporary fix, so I can move it by hand, and if that lets more cold air in, this lets more warm air in. And what I did in the meantime was I actually took a little rivet, cut it off, and put a little piece of like rubber from a inner tube on there so it would have a little more friction, so this arm wouldn't move around. So I gotta pop that back out from behind that little arm and then put the servo motor back in here on these mounts. And as you can see, there's another servo motor up here that changes the blend door. So I hope I don't have an epidemic of bad servo motors, but if I do, I'll have to deal with it. So I slipped this little piece out from behind. I guess, oh, actually, I took a nail, a little roofing nail, cut it off and put it through a piece of rubber, and that's how I've been keeping it from sliding around. Because once that's out, this door is really, well, actually it just falls because of the weight of the blend door. This is the electrical connector that we'll have to hook back up. And these are all my parts. This is the old servo motor. I'll split it and show you what it looks like on the inside here in a second. This is what the insides of these servo motors look like. See, I have a bunch of gearing in there. There's a little motor here that turns these gears. All right, so I got my new part. It's gonna go in just like this. And I've gotta get this little thing right here in that slot, and then keep it in that slot as I put it into place. I also have to, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this electrical connector in before we even do that. That way I don't have to, because it's gonna be hard to get to behind there. Got my electric connector pushed in. Gotta get that little arm in the slot, and it's gotta stay in there or else it's not gonna be engaged when I get the rest of it pushed in. All right, I think I'm engaged back there. I got my holes are all lined up. Now I just got to put my screws in. There's 3 screws. This top screw you're gonna have to probably use like a short screwdriver or a ratchet with a Phillips head on it. And then this little connector hooks right into there. And now we should be able to try it out and see if we made any headway. Oh yeah. can see the white arm moving back there. Perfect. Now I'm going up. I'm going back down. That definitely was the problem, it looks like. So as you can see, it wasn't a real hard job switching that out. It was just kind of a pain to figure out what the problem was originally, because it was just odd to me that both sides would go out real close together like that. I just thought there was probably an electrical problem or something like that, but obviously that servo motor is working really well now, so that should be the problem on the other side. Just gotta get a part order for that side and we should be back in business. Hope this helps on your projects, making things a little easier, saving you a little bit of money. Until next time, good luck on all your projects.